This is not just another war in the Middle East. This is not another headline you scroll past. This is the kind of moment that quietly rewrites history. Because when global superpowers move, they don't just fight battles, they reshape the future of entire civilizations. Right now, tension is no longer building, it's exploding. Between United States, Iran, and Israel, a silent escalation has crossed into something far more dangerous. Warships are no longer patrolling, they're positioning. Drones are no longer watching, they're hunting. Missiles are no longer warnings, they're ready. And in the middle of all this chaos, in the middle of a region that has seen decades of conflict, one small island has become the center of everything. Not a capital city, not a military base, an island. Kharg Island. A place most people have never heard of, yet a place that now holds the attention of generals, presidents, and global markets. Because whoever controls this island doesn't just gain territory, they gain leverage over oil. They gain leverage over economies. They gain leverage over nations. And in a world that still runs on energy, control the oil, and you don't just influence the war, you control how far it spreads.
At first glance, Kharg Island looks insignificant. A small strip of land floating in the northern waters of the Persian Gulf, roughly 55 kilometers off the coast of Iran, barely stretching about 8 kilometers in length. On a global map, it almost disappears. But geography is not about size, it's about position. And Kharg Island is positioned exactly where power converges. Beneath its surface, and stretching far into the Iranian mainland, are vast networks of pipelines. These pipelines act like arteries, carrying crude oil from some of the largest oil fields in the region directly into this island. Above ground, massive storage tanks rise like steel giants, holding millions of barrels of oil, waiting to be shipped, waiting to fuel the world. And surrounding the island, deep waters. Not shallow coastal edges, but deep navigable channels capable of handling the largest oil tankers on Earth. This is what makes Kharg different. Most coastlines cannot support these giants, but Kharg Island can, which is why nearly 90% of Iran's oil exports flow through this single point. Think about that. One island carrying the economic lifeline of an entire nation. If it breathes, Iran breathes. If it stops, the pressure doesn't just hit Iran, it ripples outward into global markets, fuel prices, supply chains, into everyday life across continents. This isn't just geography. This is a pressure point built into the global system itself. A single location where economics, energy, and geopolitics collide. As 2026 unfolds, this island is no longer just infrastructure. It becomes a target. Behind closed doors, military planners begin to redraw maps, not of countries, but of strike zones. And Kharg Island is circled. Because in modern warfare, you don't always attack armies first. You attack what keeps them alive. Energy, supply, flow. Reports begin to surface. U.S. forces increasing their presence in the region, naval groups shifting positions in the Persian Gulf, surveillance intensifying. Not random movement, calculated positioning. At the same time, Iran reinforces. Air defenses activated, missile systems aligned, naval units dispersed strategically across surrounding waters. This is no longer posturing. This is preparation. Because both sides understand something critical. If Kharg Island is hit, it won't be a symbolic strike. It will be an economic shockwave. Markets react instantly. Oil prices begin to fluctuate, not based on supply, but on fear. Fear of disruption, fear of escalation, fear of what happens next. And then the warnings begin. Military analysts, energy experts, geopolitical strategists, all pointing to the same conclusion. If Kharg Island is attacked, or worse, occupied, this conflict will not remain contained. It will spread across sea lanes, across alliances, across regions that were never meant to be part of this war. Because when energy is threatened, everything reacts.
On paper, the strategy looks perfect. Simple, direct, effective. Take Kharg Island. Cut off Iran's primary export route. Strangle its economy. Force negotiation or collapse. From a distance, it looks like a decisive move, a way to end the conflict quickly. But war has a pattern, and history has a warning. The moves that look the cleanest are often the most dangerous because they ignore what happens after. Kharg Island is not just a target, it's a reaction point, a place where any action triggers multiple consequences. And once those consequences begin, they don't stay under control. To take Kharg Island, forces would have to move into the heart of a confined battlefield. The Persian Gulf is not an open ocean. It's narrow, predictable, watched. Every movement tracked, every ship visible, every approach anticipated. And Iran holds the advantage of proximity. From the mainland, missile systems can reach the island within minutes. No long-range deployment needed, no delay, just instant response. Then come the drones. Not just surveillance, but attack drones, capable of overwhelming defenses through sheer numbers. And beneath the surface, naval mines, invisible, silent, lethal, placed strategically in surrounding waters, turning escape routes into death zones. Now imagine the situation. U.S. forces land successfully. They secure the island. But securing is not the same as surviving, because now they are fixed in position. A small island with limited cover, limited space, and no natural depth for defense. Supply lines stretch across open water, vulnerable at every point. Reinforcements must travel through the same exposed routes, and every second they are within range. Missiles from land, drones from sky, threats from sea. This is not a battlefield you control. This is a battlefield you are placed into, contained, surrounded, pressured. That's the difference. That's the trap.
And if Iran escalates, it doesn't end at Kharg Island, because Kharg is just the beginning. The real lever of power lies nearby, the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow passage through which a significant portion of the world's oil flows. If that passage is disrupted, even temporarily, the effects are immediate. Oil supply tightens, prices surge, markets destabilize. But beyond economics comes expansion. Regional groups may activate, alliances may be tested. New fronts may open, not by plan, but by reaction. And suddenly, a targeted operation becomes a regional war. A regional war edges towards something much bigger, because in today's world, conflicts are connected, and energy is the thread that ties them together. One disruption can echo across continents. So now the question changes. It's no longer, can Kharg Island be taken? Because maybe it can. The real question is, what happens the moment it is? What happens when holding the island becomes harder than capturing it? What happens when the battlefield closes in from all sides? History has seen moments like this before, moments where a single move,
looked like victory, but opened the door to something far more dangerous. Because some battles are not designed to be won quickly. They're designed to draw you in, to stretch your resources, to expose your position, to remove your options, until the only thing left is survival. And Kharg Island, quiet, small, almost invisible on the map, might be one of those places. A place where power converges, where decisions echo, and where one move could change everything.